India's strategic pivot, navigating global uncertainty through enhanced trade partnerships. The world is in flux. Geopolitical tensions, economic volatility, and shifting global power dynamics are forcing nations to reevaluate their strategic alliances and economic priorities. India, a nation on the cusp of unprecedented growth, is responding decisively, proactively seeking stronger trade partnerships to navigate this period of uncertainty. This proactive approach, spearheaded by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, signals a significant shift in India's global engagement strategy. Sitharaman's recent statement, made prior to crucial talks with UK Chancellor Reeves, underscores this new paradigm. She explicitly linked India's intensified pursuit of trade deals with the current climate of global uncertainty. This isn't merely a reactive measure. It's a calculated move to bolster India's economic resilience and solidify its position on the world stage. The emphasis on concluding a free trade agreement, FTA, with the UK sooner rather than later highlights the urgency and strategic importance India places on this partnership. While the specter of Donald Trump's tariffs looms large in the global trade landscape, Sitharaman skillfully deflects any suggestion that these tariffs are the sole driver of India's accelerated negotiations with the UK. She rightly points out that the talks have been ongoing for a considerable period, underscoring a long-term strategic vision that transcends short-term reactions to specific trade policies. This nuanced perspective emphasizes India's deliberate and well-considered approach to international trade, highlighting a shift from purely reactive diplomacy to a more proactive, strategic engagement. Historically, India has been characterized as a protectionist nation, prioritizing self-sufficiency over widespread international trade liberalization. However, under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership, a significant paradigm shift is underway. Modi's administration has consistently championed economic liberalization as a key driver of India's remarkable growth trajectory. This commitment to liberalization is not merely rhetorical. It's reflected in the concerted efforts to forge new trade partnerships, signaling a willingness to embrace global integration while safeguarding national interests. The UK, recognizing the immense potential of the Indian market, the world's fifth-largest economy, is equally invested in strengthening bilateral ties. UK ministers are aggressively pursuing these negotiations, initiated in January 2022, viewing them as a crucial tool to mitigate the disruptive effects of US tariffs and to secure a vital economic partnership for the future. The parallel pursuit of a bilateral investment treaty further underscores the UK's commitment to a comprehensive and mutually beneficial economic relationship. The discussions between Sitharaman and Reeves extend beyond trade, encompassing the vital area of higher education. Sitharaman's candid assessment of the shifting landscape of Indian students choosing higher education destinations is particularly noteworthy. The acknowledgement that the UK's dominance in this sector has waned, with the US gaining significant traction, highlights a critical area requiring renewed focus. Regaining this educational momentum is not merely an educational goal. It's a strategic imperative, strengthening people-to-people ties and fostering long-term economic collaboration. However, the ongoing discussions are not without their complexities. The UK government's efforts to curb legal migration, particularly targeting graduate visas, present a potential challenge. This policy, driven by internal political considerations, reflects the delicate balance between attracting skilled workers and managing immigration flows. The concerns raised by the Education Department regarding the impact of these stricter visa policies on the already strained university sector highlight the inherent trade-offs in navigating these complex policy decisions. The involvement of Trade Secretary Jonathan Reynolds further underlines the UK government's deep commitment to fostering a strong and multifaceted relationship with India. In conclusion, India's intensified pursuit of trade deals, exemplified by the ongoing negotiations with the UK, represents a strategic recalibration in response to global uncertainty. This proactive approach, driven by a commitment to economic liberalization and a broader vision of global engagement, positions India as a key player in shaping the future of international trade and economic cooperation. The negotiations with the UK are not merely about trade agreements. They symbolize a broader strategic partnership built on mutual economic interests and a shared vision for a more stable and prosperous global landscape. The success of these negotiations will have far-reaching implications, not just for India and the UK, but for the global economic order itself. The world watches with keen interest as India navigates this complex landscape, forging new alliances and securing its place as a leading force in the 21st century global economy.